Welcome to Huckbody Shop. I'm Zach Huckbody, and we're going to be working on my personal 1999 Mazda Miata MX-5. I'm building this, get my inspiration from like the Porsche GT car. This is the stock side, and here we already got progress on it. So let's give you a look at it. So this car is going to be pretty meaty. It's 2 inches wider on both sides. Right now these are 15 by 8 zero offset, and they don't poke out enough. I'm going to probably have to get special wheels made. I need a -15 offset, and there's very few 4 by 100 15 wheels that are that offset. So I may have to go with a 3-piece, which will look sick. It just costs money. This side I did about 2 years ago. That's the fun of owning a custom body shop / restoration shop. You don't got much time to work on your own stuff, and when you got time, you don't got space. But the stars are aligned, and I get to work on it again. First thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna see if I can knock out this fender. And it looks like it's fairly simple. But what I have to do is cut and stretch the top part. I have to fabricate a panel for this part. This area right here is the original fender. And then for down here, this gets cut off at the top horizontally. But then I have to remove a section from the middle and cut it so that way the wheel doesn't hit with it being set in further. Let's get to it. Don't judge me too hard on the ugly welds back here and funky patches. That this was a rush job in like a day or two. So it's not my prize work, and this is definitely not what I do on customer stuff. But when it's your own track build car, you can take some liberties to. So I'm trying to figure out what I did 2 years ago when I made this fender. So I'm going to reverse engineer it by going off the measurements that I know. So I'm going to go from this point to where I cut it. And we got 4 inches. Bring that over here. 4 inches. Okay. Now we go at the tip. That is a fairly straight cut. So if that went all the way there, at 5/8. So I'll go to, well, I guess I need to take my clear bra off. Okay, so 5/8. Sorry for all my friends watching from the other side of the pond. So 5/8. Normally tape measures also show metric, but this one doesn't. Okay, so now I need to connect these two lines. Nothing works better than some tape. Push that down. Then we try and pull it snug. Keep it lined up. Bam. Okay. So that gives us our line, and we want to cut on this side. Definitely mark arrows. It sucks when you cut on the wrong side of the tape. Ten inches. Bam. Okay. So that goes there. Here. And then I cut out this piece. And here. And we get our magic tape again. Okay, so then this got cut out. Do. X. Okay. Let's measure some more stuff. Let's see how this measures. So this is saying I'm at 18, but if I need 18 and a half, slide that up. What's that way up here? Which definitely looks wonky. In hindsight, probably would have been smart to build both fenders at the same time instead of waiting almost 2 years from side to side. I guess next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put that fender back on and measure just from the concrete up. I think that's our best bet. Okay, I got the fender back on. I got the wheels pointing straight, so it should be holding the nose the same. 21 3/8. So 21 3/8. Okay, so then checking with the other side, from this point should be also be 21 3/8, which is right where that line is. There's a whole lot of tape going on at Taco John's. But this is where we need to cut. I feel a lot more confident about that. finally got it figured out. So I remembered that I used a piece of tape to get the mount that I removed from the middle. But yeah, so now I got this piece. I'll go chop this section out, tack weld it together, and then I'll go make the piece that goes up here to tack weld it to this piece. And then I can figure out the rest of it. I'll just have to build what I know to unlock what I don't know. So to kind of help hold it into place as I position my clamps and stuff, clean the dust off a little bit, I'm going to use some tape. And luckily here I got a lot of stuff to help line it up. So I'm going to use this tape to help get my ends up here level or straight. Then I'm able to come in with my clamp and clamp it. And down here, I'm going to use my clamp. Oh, here my clamp trick won't work because this is indented. This is a cool trick. If you go to Amazon, you can get these tile levelers. These things are amazing. So having this clamp up here will keep the metal from flexing that way on the top. And then this, where it rounds the corner, it's going to keep that from flexing. So I'll go put a handful of these tile levelers on. And what it's going to do is wedge the pieces to wedge itself in between the two and tighten it up. I got the piece all welded. It's not perfect or the most beautiful, but for what I got going on, it'll work just fine. I forgot how thin this 90s JDM metal is compared to the classic cars that I've been working on. The old stuff's a lot thicker. So I definitely, next welds I do, I'm gonna have my panel gaps a lot tighter so it's easier to stitch weld together. So next I'm making this metal strip that will connect the two pieces, and this part is going to go like so and weld right on the straight edge. And then just for extra strength, I end up having these little triangle parts to go on, to weld right here to give it extra strength, because I'm going to end up having side skirt extensions come all the way up and bolt onto that little lip. So it needs to have a little bit of structure to it. Yeah, so let's go cut that out. Did some more welding on the fender and got these pieces joined together and welded on this piece. I'll flip it over. So this is what it currently looks like. So now we'll go throw it on the back on the car and figure out the next step. Got the left fender all welded up, so I had to make this piece. And this isn't necessarily the best way to do it, but it's the way that I did it, and this fender turned out better than the previous, or the first side, the right side. So I got these welded in to support it. Then I cut this at a steeper angle so there's clearance with the tire while it's articulating. This is the other side. So again, it's not perfect metalwork. Oh, I have to grind those welds down. It's not perfect welding or metalwork, but penetration's good. There's no pinholes, and with a little bit more sanding and body work, it'll look perfect. So here it is on the car. Looks pretty good. This gap's a little big, but once I bolt that middle bolt in, it should tighten it up. And gap's good. Ended up getting pulled open here from welding that, and it'll shrinking. So I'll just fix that. But all in all, it's looking good. Here's from the front. This is where I'll end the video. The next video will be doing the bodywork and priming, and finish the bodywork on the other fender too. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.